Hi, this is just a quick video to try and explain the S1 Pro and the three microphones that hope might be helpful. I'll start with the most simple one. This is the Samsung Q8X, and it's just a simple dynamic microphone which you plug into the back here. So that's that one plugged in there, like so. While I'm here, let me just talk you through some of the dials on the back and what you need to do with them. So your gain is here, so you probably want to make sure as you're plugging mics in that all of these are set down to 0, and that way you don't risk any feedback or anything, which might freak people out a bit. Make sure that's set to mics. They're all mics, so that's fine. You want these ones, otherwise you get slightly strange sound. The EQ all set into the middle there, like so. You probably want the reverb right down as well, but you can play with that. If you want to have a little bit of reverb, you can have that. If you feel it's a bit too trebly, you can turn the treble down. Or you want a bit more bass, turn the bass up, etc. But that's what those dials do. So first of all, looking at this mic here, which is the 1 second, I'm going to turn that gain up to kind of halfway, just to demonstrate. And this is the mic here. It's got no on switch or anything, so as soon as you turn that gain up and it's plugged in, it should be working. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. You can see the signal there on the green. 1 2 1 2. If we turn it up very high, then you see you've got quite a lot of volume in this one. You get the most volume out of this one because it's plugged in directly. So I'll turn that down again and we'll demonstrate the next one. So at the top here, we've got a radio mic. This isn't the Audio Techno one here. The receiver is over here. That's all plugged in, ready to go. In order to turn the mic on, you can see it's red just now, so it's off. So you need to press that button on the bottom, hold it down for a few seconds, and oh, that's turned it off. Hold it down for a few seconds, and that's on now. If you press it once short, it goes red, that's it muted. So it's on, but it's muted. It's not going to make any sound. Hold it down again, just tap it once, and then it'll unmute. Green means it's giving you a signal, it's ready to go. The gain is right down. I'm going to turn it up. 1 2 1 2, and you can hear we're getting a good signal out of that. That's just a little bit over halfway, so you've got plenty of volume that would come out of that if you need it as well. And so that's a radio mic. No wires. The battery lasts for about 10 hours, so you'd have no problems there at all. Quite a useful one to have. You do of course need to plug this in, so it's not as all contained as the dynamic mic, which you don't need any plugs for at all apparently. The plug for the S1 Pro is here, just a standard 3-pin plug, and then this thing you plug into the back just here. As you can see, it's working at the moment without any battery. Sorry, it's working without being plugged in because it has a big battery in it. That lasts for a good amount of time as well, but if you want just for safety to plug it in, like there, you can do so and just plug that into a wall socket, but there's not a huge amount of range on that, so you might need an extension. Okay, I'll turn this one right down and we'll switch this off. And the final one I'll demonstrate, which is a little bit more sophisticated. This is the radio mic. So this is the DJI radio mic, and you see this little receiver here gives you the gain from the two little clip-on mics, which I will show you. I'm plugging that one into the auxiliary in, so that's just a 3.5mm input there. I'll turn the signal up a bit. This one is a bit more sensitive, so you have to be a bit more aware for feedback for this, because it is an omnidirectional mic as opposed to the cardioid mics of the other one. So it picks up signal from all around, meaning that going near to the speaker is likely to get you a bit of feedback. Okay, so the best thing to do with this one is to sort of clip it on somewhere like so, and then just speaking normally, it will pick you up. You might need to turn the gain up quite high on these ones. You can also adjust the gain on this, which is a bit more complicated to do. So if you find you want a little bit more gain, then what we can do is we can set it so that the gain is higher initially. If it's not going high enough, just with this. But once these are clipped on, you don't need to touch them. They're very robust as well. Battery lasts a good amount of time, so they'll just be clipped on. Unless you hit them directly, they're not going to make too much noise moving about or anything like that. In an ideal world, what you'd also do is get a radio mic, a lapel mic, like so. One of these little doodads, tiny little thing, and you would attach that to somebody's body using medical tape, and that's how you would get the that's how you do it in a sort of professional show or something. If you want a mic that's sort of invisible and that's not going to come off and it's not going to be visible, definitely don't need to worry about any of that though. Just clip this thing on, and it should be good to go. In terms of turning it on and off again, put it in the case and it should automatically turn off, like so. There's two of them there, and then the receiver also, which I will unplug. Stick that in the case, and then it's a charging case, so it'll automatically charge them up. You see the battery's all full there as well, and we've got plenty of battery in the charging case as well at the moment. So then flip that over, and then that's all you need to do. You've got this little bag here, so make sure all the bits and pieces, especially this wire, which is extremely important, the auxiliary wire, otherwise it won't work. Make sure they're all in the bag also. Put this one in the bag, pull the strings, and you're sorted. So there we go, that's a summary. S1 Pro can be used with battery or plug it in. The DJI radio mics, the Audio Technica radio mic, and the receiver there all goes into that box, and the Samsung dynamic mic. If you've got any questions, just let me know.